Morning, morning. Happy Monday morning, everyone. I hope you have as beautiful a morning as I do. This is the beach in Toronto, and I've started a new practice of hopping on a bike and riding like whatever it is, 5 kilometers down to the beach to just do some meditation, do some grounding. This was my old neighborhood, so this is like coming home every morning. It's really beautiful, and it's also super grounding, and I get to think and I get some clarity, and I can just get on with my day without feeling panicked and stuff. So we have a beautiful summer starting, and I can't wait to tell you about the new things that are happening in the My Life Crush community and with me. So I'm in the process of writing a book, and I need your help in workshopping some ideas around this book. Now, I have been asked to write a book for over a year since I started this work previously with you amazing, lovely women, and I'm at a point where I am really just trying to define the messaging, the main messaging around the book. So I thought I would use this time to workshop this with you and get your feedback. I really appreciate any reaction you have to my description of what the book is going to be like. And I want to ask you some questions at the end. So if you get a chance today, just sort of mull over what I'm going through, what I'm talking about, and just give me some feedback. It would really help me make sure that I'm writing this book for you, because I'm writing it directly for you. I'm writing it for you so you can get more clarity on everything that you're going through right now. Of course, we're working on our relationships, our romantic relationships. We're working on self-love. It's a big message in the book that I'm writing. But the book primarily is, I really want to just give it all to you. I want to describe exactly what it takes to transform your love life. What is it? Why do we pick the people we pick? Why do we get into these patterns of always choosing the same relationship? I want to dive deep into the science behind it, because I love the science, because to me, spirituality is key, but spirituality and science go hand in hand. They're like different sides of the coin. Science really just proves what the spiritual world has always known. So I'm going to be bringing in some elements of spirituality. I'm going to be bringing in some science to back up some of the techniques and the methods that I use to help you come out of heartbreak quickly. Because of course our work is about, how do we walk through the rest of our lives after going through heartbreak after heartbreak? How do we walk in happiness? How do we come back to our core happiness feelings? How do we come back to feeling vibrant, needed, essential, wanted, purposeful? How do we heal all of that trauma from the past to as I say, transform that pain and that and those old habits and those old patterns? How do we transform that and transmute it into living a more vibrant life, living a life that's really juicy, where every moment of every day you feel grounded, you feel, loved, you feel purposeful, you feel just content, right? And secure and confident in what you want and what you're now desiring in your life. So it's not just about healing from heartbreak, but it's about healing from all the past traumas and healing from, the stuff that we go through every single day, so that we don't get pulled back into those traumas. It's how do you move forward, confidently knowing what you now want after all the years of experimenting in your life, all the years of diving deep back into old patterns, and coming to a new awareness around what is your worth, right? What is your self-worth? Why should you be asking yourself, what am I worth, in this world? Why do we look to exterior forces to determine our value? Why can't we just discover our own value, which is the journey, right? We set our own values. So it's about loving your body. It's about loving where you are. It's about loving every part of you. It's learning how to feel so secure and knowing that you can vibrate at a higher resonance, like a higher energetic resonance, because those lower level energies are what keep us in our pain and keep us in the spin of victim and keep us in the spin of wanting more. Where when we can pull ourselves out of those emotional habits, we can start vibrating at a higher level so that we can move, closer to self-love, confidence, fulfillment, feeling more fulfilled, feeling really deep gratitude for just being in these bodies and having this experience. So yeah, that's kind of the essence of the book. And I now want to ask you a couple of questions. So knowing where you came from and knowing what you're struggling with now, and knowing that you are on this path of healing and looking for methods to heal quickly so that you could start picking a better partner, picking better people in your life, right? Picking people who really appreciate you, picking aligning with people who are on this, like a similar path, but who also resonate at a higher level so that they're not in victim, they're not in blame, they're not in jealousy. So you need to pull yourself out of that, and that's what I want to share with you. How do you pull yourself out of those lower levels of vibration and living in a higher level so that you can actually start really manifesting clearly what you want? Having more power, having self-agency, self-power, self-reliance, more self-confidence, and never faltering, because when you start working towards those higher vibrations, you don't fall back. It's just the way it is. Because you can actually start feeling it and living it in your body instead of thinking it. So thinking it is never going to get you there. It's about feeling it in your body. So when you are able to feel those higher level vibrations and start feeling confident and feeling true inner love and inner respect and inner trust and inner confidence and inner just beauty, then you feel powerful. Then you feel confident. Then everything in your life is possible. And then you start aligning more quickly. Things start manifesting more quickly. And there's never faltering, The more you do it, the more you practice that higher level vibration and start to really feel it in your body, there is no falling backwards. It's impossible, because now you're on a totally different level. And if you think of a video game, it's kind of like that. You go to the next level, you're not going to falter because you're always going to start again at that level. Anyway, so that's the essence of the feeling of this book that I want to give to you. So my question to you is, now that you're on this path of learning these methods and learning how to transform your love life, what do you wish you had known back then? What do you wish you had known before picking your partner, before getting married, before falling into old patterns? And what do you feel you need to know now so that you can stay there, so that you can feel that confidence, feel that freedom? Those are the words that I'm always told when I have these conversations with women like yourself in the group. I might have had quite a few conversations with you already. And one of the questions I ask is, when you find that partner that makes you feel loved, that makes you feel confident, that just reflects that back to you. It's not like they have the power to make you feel that. You feel that, but you align to that now with that new partner so that they love you unconditionally. They have the same language as you. They give you what you need to feel confident, right? Instead of making you want it and being in neediness and anxiety. When you find that partner, what do you now wish that you had to maintain that? And what do you wish you had known back then that you maybe now know, that you know now? So I would love your feedback. I would love to know where you're at. I would love to know how you are feeling in your life right now after doing some work with me. And I know many of you haven't done any work with me now and you're still searching. So I'm here to, just expose it all in this new book that I'm writing. And I want to make sure I get the message right for you, because this is the book, this is your book. I'm writing it for you. I want to empower you to just start living this part of your life in the best way that you possibly can. I want you to be able to let go of those old patterns so that now in this life you can make decisions that are good for you, right? Aligning to people who truly love you unconditionally and finding that love of your life again, whether it's for yourself or whether it's in a new partner, whichever version you choose. So if you get a minute today, I'd love to get your feedback. I'd love to get your comments. Just reach out. I'd love to workshop this with you. I really appreciate it. Any comment you have would be most welcome. So have yourself a beautiful rest of your day. I'll be popping in again tomorrow, and let's keep working on this, because this work is never ending, but the more you do it, the easier it gets on some level. On some level it gets a little harder because you're really starting to wake up, right? And when you start seeing all these things, sometimes it's not easy, but it's amazing when you can release those old patterns that keep you in suffering. So let's work on this together. Let me know what you think. Give me any feedback that you have. Tell me what words resonated with you. Tell me what is it that you wish you had known before you got into your relationship, that you maybe now know. And yeah, let's have fun with this. I appreciate you. Thanks so much. Bye.